Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your man, Precise. Yo, Vice, what's good, brother?
Good with you, man.
I'm chilling, man. We live right now, so I just started up a little bit early, saying what's up, world.
Okay,
So,
for sure, for sure.
hey, I'm on. So it's on my Facebook page, my which is Precise Music.
Yeah,
Facebook,
I
Precise.
sent Vic, all of them. I
Okay,
sent them
well,
all. Of them. Hold on, I'm finna set up my trying to see if I'm gonna go live on Facebook or
yeah, that'll be
Instagram.
dope. Yo, what's up? Thanks to everybody who joined us. We about to have an amazing conversation today with some amazing MCs and music enthusiasts. Yo, make sure you get it soon. It's about to be amazing.
No, it's about to be amazing.
I wonder where that feedback is coming from. Yo, test. Yeah, how I sound over
Yep,
there? Can you?
I hear you great, man. I hear you great.
Perfect.
You're great. I have to Vic, and it's crazy because after the people have found out about it, man, there's so many people that want to be a part of this.
Of course they did,
Like
and you know I put it in there. Here go my boy
T3
right here.
T3 called me and was like, man,
He should have hopped
that's
on, man. We'll
he
do
said
it
that's a
again.
great conversation.
Hey, my brother who never bites his tongue just jumped on. Hold on, you see who I'm saying?
Who
What's good,
Saya?
buddy?
Hey,
Saya,
you
No,
already
no,
know.
no, you ain't. No, you,
You already know.
boy, no, you ain't got the dreadlocks popping up. What came in?
Yes, sir. I'm loving this right now. Hey, we
Hey.
live right now. So
Yeah, no, you know,
oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead,
I
brother.
had to put a video up, man, because I had to put a video up because so many people didn't understand how it started, man. They was blaming Bangs. They was like, Bangs. I had calling people hobby rappers. I was like, no, it wasn't. Bangs didn't know shit about this. I told Bangs, and Bangs had to catch up on everything, man. So that shit was hilarious. But the I was just telling Precise T3 called me, Saya, and was like, hey, man, this is a conversation that kind of needs to be had, man.
Oh, he caught wind? He caught wind of it?
You know what I'm saying? And he don't.
If you get a
Yeah, he
chance,
saw, but man, Joe, you know, huh?
if they not
What'd
on
you say,
stage,
Precise?
join. I
Yeah,
said if they
he caught.
yeah.
Oh, he not gonna say he's gonna start anyway. Yeah, he caught wind of it because man, like it's been on a couple of podcasts. It's been on a couple of podcasts. Convo Corner Corner talked about it. Been in a couple of hip hop groups. Like this shit is like taking legs, man. It's really taking legs. Like it's really people talking about this because you know it's a lot of MCs in Chicago that's 35, 40, 50 years old.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I guess a lot of motherfuckers feel a certain way about this.
Hey, check this out. We are at 7:01. I'm about to kick this off right now. What's up, world? This is your man Precise, and welcome to Culture in the Crosshairs. Tonight, we're diving deep into a topic that hits home for so many of us: hip hop culture, its ever evolving landscape, and how it challenges the perceptions of age and creativity. We'll talk to some incredible artists and music enthusiasts who are not only shaping the culture, but breaking barriers and rewriting the rules. From the pulse of the beats to the wisdom that comes with experience, we're exploring rap and how hip hop is a culture and a movement that defies ageism and proves it's never too late to follow your dreams. So let's lock in. Let's get into it. What's up, people? Introduce the people. Let them know who you are.
Go ahead, Saya. I'll let you go first, brother.
Man. Saya, I'm one half of the group you used to know, Brown Audio. Just dropped 81 Olympics as a solo.
Yes, sir.
I've been MCing for about 37 years now. 36, 37 years. I've been a B-boy for about 6 years. So this is something I hold dear to heart. When the Olympics came and everybody was getting up in arms about no black B-boys on the stage, I had a lot to say about that as well. We dropped the ball. They didn't hijack hip hop. We abandoned it like we do so many different things.
Indeed.
And I feel like there's a correlation with that and this right here. There's always this desire for us to drop what we doing and go off and do something else because it's old or it don't have no value no more.
Right.
And so the correlation is real strong. So that's where I'm coming from with this.
Yes. We doing
Right.
intros. Terry Hogan, what's good, brother?
Peace, man. How y'all feeling, man?
What's
Peace,
up?
peace.
What's
Going
up?
on, man?
Man, I'm
Uh,
glad y'all, even thought of me to invite me, man. So I
Of course.
appreciate that.
We doing intros now, so it's on you, Vice. Go ahead.
Vice verse. Since '95, this would be 30 years of me being in the hip hop game in Chicago. I've worked with Slum Village, De La Soul, part of the Drunk Uncles with Tony Bangs and Lid Law, Dirty Slums with rapper Big Pooh, Focus from Aftermath, T3 and Illa J and Young RJ, Ghost Writer, and yeah, I've been doing this for Chicago, man, and abroad for 30 years now. In 2025 will be 30 years. And I tell people a lot of times I've been in Chicago, so I've seen a lot of rappers come and go. I've seen some of my friends die doing this. So I know that with some people that feel a certain way, it could be a little bitterness when it comes to this topic, because I was there. A lot of motherfuckers don't know I was there. I was in the back watching a lot of people on stage. And I think, like T3 said earlier, I think this is a good conversation to have. You know what I'm saying? But I'm one of the people that believe that, there's no age on creativity. And, you can create, like Jazzy Jeff say, die empty.
Word. Shout out to Terry Hogan, one half of the Good Doctors. What's up, brother? Go ahead and do an intro for yourself real quick.
Man, I really don't have an extensive background like that, but I'm a hip hop guy. Been around in the city, done a few things, few projects. Probably most popular thing I did was Smoke Out Saturdays. We did that for a few years. Yeah, that's pretty much it, though, man. Me and Reese used to do the Good Doctors in the early 2000s, and we've always been very opinionated on hip hop. You know what I mean? And
Hold on. You know what, man? Stop, man. This brother's being like all cool and humble and shit. Like you guys were ahead of your time, bro. Like ahead of all
definitely. But you know what, though? I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I'm a capitalist, so it ain't really generate no bread. So it didn't really,
Hey, it's 2024 now. It's a different world now.
No,
So,
it is. It is
yeah,
indeed.
you know what I'm
It is
saying?
indeed.
Well, so let's
It is
just
indeed.
jump into this conversation. But and you know what? I want to kind of start at the beginning, right? So this has been a few weeks in the
Sire.
making. This conversation started where I think it was like Kendrick had dropped his album, and then there was a lot of conversation, about people either liking it or not liking it, and then it turned into a whole other conversation where people was like, "Well, you don't like Kendrick album, and your music don't sound like nothing," and then it turned into old niggas rapping and all this stuff, right? So this is where we are right now, and this is why I was like, okay, even to because we have this technology available to us, we're going back and forth on Facebook. I was like, well, why don't we just take this to the world so we can have a real conversation, right? So Sai said he's been in the game for 30 years plus. Vice has been doing this 30 years plus. Terry's been in and around the industry for that same amount of time. And myself, I've been in the industry 30 years plus. And we're passionate about this culture, right? We're passionate about hip hop culture. If you're a rapper, you're passionate about rapping. If you're a DJ, you're passionate about that. So my first question, and this is to all of you, because we've been in this industry or this culture, expressing this culture so long, is there a specific point when a rapper should call it quits, or does it depend on that individual or relevance?
Who want to go first?
Terry could go.
Now, the question was: is it a time that a rapper should stop?
Yep.
What was the question exactly? Because I want to make sure.
Is there a point where is there a specific point in time when a rapper should call it quits, or does it depend on the individual's passion or relevance?
I think all of those things play a part, but I guess it would be more about what the artist or what this particular rapper's goal is. So like, what is it? You know, what's the end goal?
Mhm.
So I would ask the rapper that, like, what's the end goal? You know,
Definitely.
but I definitely think it's a time limit on it. I think people our age, we have it's an asterisk by us because we've been pursuing it. We have been pursuing it long before social media,
Mhm.
and then social media came out, and so you would be a fool not to give it a shot. You know what I'm saying? To keep going, you know. But we were 30 by the time social media came out. You know what I
Right.
mean? So like, you would be a fool not to try. So I put an asterisk by us. But even with us, I feel like at 40, I mean, what's the end goal? I would have to ask what the end goal is because
Mhm.
it's not. I don't want to give a general statement for everybody. Like it would
Mhm.
depend on the end goal. But if your goal is to be a rap star, like yes, it's probably not gonna happen if you haven't reached it by 40.
Right.
No rap other than Griselda. There hasn't been any rapper that's penetrated through the surface at over 35. Like there hasn't, like, hip hop has always been young. Curtis Blow was 26 when Crush Groove came out. Like,
Indeed. So
uh,
so Saya, what you say to that?
I mean, I pretty much agree. If you are, so I'm the youngest on this panel. I'm 43. I'll be 44 next month. If you are still trying to pursue a career, still trying to be a rap star at our age, you should call it quits.
yeah,
You should not be 40 years old going to an open mic trying to be seen, trying to get your numbers up. You should not be you should not be, you know, promoting yourself to get out there. It should have already happened, or you should have already realized that point at 40 years old. My issue with the topic that surfaced was old rappers should move to the side, pivot, and teach young cats how to do this and push them up
Mhm.
and just
yeah.
step to the side. I don't agree with that. This is an art form. Before anybody like MTV, Viacom stepped in and exploited hip hop, we were doing this as a pure art form, all four of the elements. And that's what I stand with. I don't care about record deals, 360s, street teams, promotion, and all of these things that you put big dollars in just to break a single, just to make art. You should be doing this because it's in your heart to do it. I
Mhm.
just released the album 2 weeks ago. I did it because I want to. No other reason. And I did it because I'm good.
I guess
Uh, and it's that
I
simple.
guess I would ask you, well, if you're not trying to be a rap star and you're still pursuing rap, what is the goal? What are you trying to do then?
I would pursue is the word. Pursue is the key word that I wouldn't use. I'm not
Okay.
at about 35, 36. I started winding down and saying this is not going to be realized.
Right.
People my age don't break the surface to be
Right.
discovered. Um, but I enjoy rapping. I enjoy coming up with new stories to tell, new concepts and bars. I enjoy doing this, and I'm good at it. So I'm also a painter. So as long as I'm able and I can do this, and it's something that I actually enjoy doing, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
The other thing I forgot to mention was if you cannot evolve your subject matter, if you're 40 years old and you still talking about what Chief Keef or one of these younger guys is talking about, there's a problem with that.
Mhm.
That's what I agree with too. I think that I don't agree with Terry or Cy in the fact that you have to stop doing something at 40 years old. I don't believe that it's wrong for you to pursue being a superstar at 40. Terry mentioned Curtis Blow. Hip hop, they say it's 50 years old. Making music in hip hop isn't even 50 years old. It was young men in hip hop back in the day because they were young when hip hop came out. So that's why it was young men involved in hip hop. Conway the Machine has been out for a long time. People just got up on him just recently. But shit, when I was in the Drunk Uncles 2005, Conway the Machine, before he got shot in the face, was killing it. If he would have stopped rapping and pivoted, we wouldn't be talking about Griselda right now. Hip hop is a game that you have to be dedicated to. And we live in a time right now where anybody at any age can be a superstar. You put a song on TikTok, you can go viral and your song can blow up and you can make money off of it. You know, I think that success when it comes to hip hop is subjective. Somebody can have 200 fans and that's success to them. You can't tell them that that's not success to them. You know, I don't believe that it's fair to tell people that they have to be a certain age and to stop something when they're good at it. You know what I'm saying? I give you a perfect example, Slum Village. That dude's been doing it for a long time, man. T3 about to be 50 years old. You know what I'm saying? And there's certain people that wouldn't call them rap superstars because everybody ain't Slum Village fans. You know what I'm saying? So I don't agree with that. I think that if you are able to create and you're good at what you do, I think that you should be able to do it. As long as you can get paid doing shows and people are buying your music, I think you're cool doing it.
Yeah, I agree with you in that aspect. You mentioned Slum Village. I mean, they have a following, so I don't think like just because you're 40, you shouldn't be rapping. I want to get that clear. I'm just saying if you're 40 and you got 300 views on YouTube on your video at the most, and you got 500 followers, 1,000 followers, of which most are family or, you know, and you're still pushing your music. I mean, I don't understand what the purpose is. But okay, say you do that. It's perfectly okay for a hip hop fiend to judge you, to be like, well, I don't like this, or that's whack, or you should, and that just comes with the territory. Like,
comes the territory, opinions and all this always. Just before social media, you have music critics. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's I understand that, but because like I think me and Saya talked about this before. When you have grown, because we all the same age. So we saw hip hop grow. And in the 90s, we saw artists like Big Daddy Kane, Rakim, who else? Who couldn't? You guys know who was the artist that was big in the 80s, but they just couldn't get into that 90s sound. You know what I mean? When their albums dropped in the 90s, they didn't really pick up. People didn't rock with them no more because they felt like their sound was old. We just had a couple of those rappers who was able to transfer their sound to a bigger sound. You know, the 90s.
Kane was one of those.
Well, yeah. The giant.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, he kind of fell off. So I think like Saya said, but KRS-One continued to put out 95, 96. He was still putting out hits. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I was going to say 96 is where KRS kind of clipped. But Rakim, he didn't really make it. He didn't really evolve. He ain't really evolved like
a lot of rappers involved. That's why. So I agree with Saya. When you get to a certain age, I believe that your sound should change and what you write about. You know, if you're a grown man rap.
Let me ask this question then, because we're talking about, you know, kind of transitioning into these new spaces, you know, evolving. Does ageism in hip hop play a role in pushing artists out of the industry prematurely?
Yes. Hell yeah.
Yeah, to an extent.
I believe so because hip hop is the only genre where there's age attached to what it is that we do. Nobody else. They don't trip about blues singer. They don't trip about rock and roll. They don't trip about anybody else. I know white dudes right now that's older than me that still got a rock band and they still performing in front of their little 100 fans and their family.
No, that's true, but that's not what hip hop. I mean, hip hop is different. So it's different rules in hip hop. We know this, right?
No, I don't think so.
Hip hop has.
How do you think it's different? How's it?
I don't think so.
What's the? I think no. I don't think so. I think that people try to change the rules, but hip hop is the same.
The difference is that the first rule to hip hop, like one of the first rules of hip hop, is being young and fresh and cool. That's always been the thing.
I don't know if it's written.
Terry, it was young. That they said you had to be young and fresh because it was young men doing it. When hip hop came out in 78, 79, Curtis Blow was young. Grandmaster Flash was young. Melly Mel and all those dudes were young. It's just the fact that when LL came along, not too many of them could fit into the new sound.
Right.
We have a lot of rappers now. Snoop Dogg is still putting on music. They did. Some of them did. Some of them did.
Like I believe
and they had no choice because
should stop.
Say that again.
I said, and not to cut you off, brother, but I was just saying I believe that like Rakim should stop.
Why?
Because it's not good.
The good doctors are back.
Because it's not good. Like, see, here's the thing. Like, I don't know if you know, LL just dropped the album.
And it was dope.
And it's real good.
It was dope. I liked it. No, it was dope. LL and Q-Tip. You know, I've been waiting on something. What?
Well, really, Kamal. That wasn't Q-Tip.
Right. But LL said something. He said he had did an album with Dr. Dre, scrapped it, and he said he had to kind of learn how to rap again.
Yeah.
And I just feel like, okay, because I said hip hop is young, fresh, and new. So the new, the new flows are on double time, so like you need to be able to do that, or you need to be able to rap on the how the new beats sound, like, or get out.
Everybody ain't got to rap double time.
Simple, like
everybody ain't got to rap double time. Everybody don't have to do that.
No, everybody doesn't have to. Everybody doesn't have
how
to
long is that going to be around?
But I just feel like if you want to participate in the game today, you need to be able to do. You need to be able to spar with the current people, like, or what are we doing? Because that hip hop is highly competitive. Like that's another rule of hip hop. It's competitive.
Very competitive.
Yes. I want to speak on two things Terry said. I want to speak on two things Terry said. One, he was saying that if you got 300 views on YouTube, 1,000 followers, and you really just popping with friends and family, you should probably call it quits. My thing with that, because I'm kind of in that boat, to be honest. I'm kind of in that boat. My thing with that is, as long as I'm alive and I'm generating new thoughts, I'm still going out and I'm creating new experiences that I can write to, I'm okay with having that as a momentum for myself when I pass on, for people to remember me by. Even if it's just 10 people that listen to this album that I just dropped and they really like it, I'm okay with passing away knowing that I left them something to remember me by, because it costs nobody else nothing for me to make that album, and it's something that I do in a joyful way. So like this isn't like a doctor's appointment where you dread going to it. I enjoy writing and making music, so it's not harming anybody for me to add this to my life resume. The other thing I want to mention. We gotta be careful when we talk about hip hop, because when we created hip hop, young men created that. Mm-hmm. So there's an illusion that it's only for young men. But right now, we're growing up with the pioneers that started it, and we're watching them pass away. So really, the rules are the rules we're creating right now in real time. So if those pioneers keep making music, that is the rule.
Yep.
We're actually creating the rules right now in real time.
I don't mean to cut your wisdom real quick, but I want to go into this. Let me know if y'all can hear this. Can y'all hear that?
Yeah. I'm surrounded by niggas that wear cloaks over coats. Think they there for support, they there for the smoke. The same shit that got Malcolm killed. The same balcony, the blood spill that got Jesse plotting under Martin. I'm walking through the sound garden. All these rappers here starving. Sooner run into the loss of Darwin. Plague with recessive traits and phenotypes. Plus niggas front, so I don't believe the hype. These niggas got the nerve to think they made me. You ain't carry shit, and I ain't gained nothing but a trip. It's sad cause I saw you as a brother from another mother. It turns out you was a snake undercover. Niggas used the grass as they blanket. Tried to bust into the industry and couldn't shank it. But you got your airplane shot falling down the ground zero where you was one. That's a hero. I'm telling you now, you niggas ain't got the gut to fuck with me. Smooth as R&B, rugged as a buck 50. I try to give props, niggas act like they ops. At that moment, that's where the love affair stops. Look, I ain't about to sit here and play games with you. We can take 10 paces, then trade missiles. I seen the top 50 rap list, and I'm a Paul, bunch of whack niggas. Fuck mine, so I slotted y'all. Rap just became a popularity contest, and y'all be walking around like you actually bomb shit. Shit is kinda comical. You dress like a mechanic, and the difference between us is astronomical. Calling me sensitive, ain't that some shit? Niggas will argue with me online like I'm your bitch. Keep your emotions intact. You delete like a female. Difference in opinion got you blinded like you need braille. Niggas need to read the room. I ain't the one to play with, but y'all got beef and everybody scared to say shit. Scary ass niggas, y'all lack the intangible. So fuck with a tyrannical and caged animal. But here we go. I've been overlooked long enough. It'll get tough when I start calling y'all bluff. Got the soundtrack to back me. The drums like guns. Percussion is repercussion for bumping y'all gums. Now who the fuck think I don't belong here? To those in the greens, you can meet me in the rear. I ain't got a problem terrorizing niggas all year. It's gonna be a lot of bodies, I don't represent fear. I heard it's trouble in the Olympic Village, but watch the noise die down once we hit the scrimmage. All that tough talk and bravado intends to cease. Turn the heat up on niggas and now they want peace. You like the kid that got bullied and turned police. Stuffed in the locker, fought back and got creased. So we ain't really buying all the posturing. Niggas making up stories like they all authoring books as non-fiction. Elder statesman with addiction. And let's be frank, you want no friction, nigga.
Yes. Hey, tell the people what that was, Sire.
So that was one of the songs off my album, Trouble in Olympic Village. And you know, honestly, I feel like it's good, and I'm happy I made it.
Yeah,
very good.
I mean,
awesome.
Very good. Very good.
I think it's good, but I think that see my problem. I'm glad you played that because see my problem with that rap is this. I've heard that so many times. See, that's my problem with it. Like I've been listening to rap since 1985, right? I've like that flow, that rap. I've heard that so many times. Like I'm tired of hearing that. Like it's good. Like you're clearly a skilled rapper, but like it's. I feel like a lot of rappers that are in this 40 that like we talking about, they fall into this pocket and they want to just make this one kind of way of music. And me personally, I'm just tired of hearing it. Like I don't want to hear it. If I don't ever hear that type of music again, I'll be good. Like I'm
that's an interesting critique because I actually don't feel like I sound like nobody. Maybe that one song is a microcosm.
Yeah, not like I can't pinpoint like you sound like MC such and such, but I'm just saying like that sounds to me like the hip hop that I was listening. See, like what y'all gotta understand about me is I was so like when Nas came out and all of that with It Was Written.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was furious, right? You know, I had my backpack strapped tight to my back, and I'm like, she's got Lauren on the song, and she's singing like, what the fuck? Like this ain't hip hop, and da 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 da. So I went into this deep underground tunnel, listening to all the shit that sounds like that. People Under the Stairs. Y'all know these guys? Like, come on, man. Like,
yeah.
And so all I'm saying is that shit is cool, but I'm tired of hearing that. Like it's 2024. I don't want to hear that. I don't
Let,
want to.
let, let me
Terry,
respond. Let me respond to that. Let me respond to that. Generically speaking, and I respect your opinion. Generically speaking, if you listen to 10 drill, if you listen to 10 drill songs right now, they all sound the same. If you listen to the trap era, if you listen to the trap era from 15 years ago, it all sounds the same. So like, I'm not sure if I can divert from everybody so much so that I create a totally new sound that satisfies you and everybody else. I, but I don't think I sound so much like everybody that's doing things right now that comment would be validated.
I
I
get
don't
what you're
really
saying.
sound like nobody right now.
So
Point
you
taken.
sound sorry. That's boom bap, and
Point
I
taken.
think that boom bap is hip hop, and boom bap will always go to the end of time. Boom
It
bap
kind
is
of it
lit,
kind of gets
boom,
hated on too.
but it gets hated on. I don't know why, because boom bap is actually that's the sound, man. That's the golden age of hip hop. Boom bap. You know what I'm saying? And what you putting out is boom bap. If you want to go back and get people to listening to your shit, you got to put out that boom bap, man.
Hey,
You know
let
what
me.
I'm saying? I don't agree with him saying it sounds like
Sorry,
everything
buddy.
else. I don't agree anything sounds like that at all.
Let me
Yeah,
chime in.
I respect his opinion. I don't think it sounds like nothing,
No,
especially now.
point taken. Point taken. It doesn't sound like anything that's out today. Definitely, but I've been listening to rap for a long time, so it sounds like some shit I heard though.
Hey, let's hey, real quick,
You know
real
what I'm
quick.
saying? Like,
Hey,
I mean, it sounds like some shit I heard.
we
And
just had
I
people
love boom
join.
bap. Like, I love boom bap. I'm boom bap. I'm the boom bap king. I'm the president of
This is
boom
how he's
bap.
trying to convince us he loves boom bap.
Yo, shout out.
It don't sound like it.
No, the fuck
Hey,
not.
yo,
It don't
you know
sound
what?
like it, Terry.
To
Hey,
me, it
can y'all
doesn't
hear me? Can
sound
y'all hear
like
me?
y'all love this shit.
Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me?
That's what it to me. It
Yeah.
sounds like because it sounds like we grew up on music that reached the masses.
Yeah.
But I feel like the music that we make today is too nichey. It's niche rap.
But
It's for
but
the hip
Terry,
hop makers. Like,
Hey,
Terry, but
y'all.
if it reached go ahead.
Hold that thought. So I want to take a moment out because this conversation is. I see where it's going and I love it. But I want to shout out the new people on stage. First off, I want to, in the spirit of being a gentleman, I want to shout out the legend right now, Ange 13, who just joined us with this amazing podcast.
Yes.
So shout out.
Right. With all the dope MCs.
I'm actually at the Unwrap Studio doing this particular podcast because I thought that your question that you brought to my phone was a good question. But then when I saw the question online, I was like, I don't even like this question no more. But I got time to talk shit.
Oh, definitely. And then we got my boy, the producer, Scotland of Scotland Music is here with us. Introduce yourself, brother.
What up? What up? Scott. Well, Scott Carlton is my government name, but I go by Scotland Music. I'm one of Chi-Town's finest artists, writer, producer, MC, artist extraordinaire. Yeah, and I'm just I'm grateful and I'm honored to be amongst all of these greats to have this discussion that needs to be had.
Word. And then last but not least.
No, not just yet, because the person I'm with didn't introduce himself.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He's over across from me. Very important piece of important resource right now in front of us. Go ahead and introduce yourself, brother.
I go by the name Heat Detector or Heat. I run a podcast called Unwrap the Podcast. I'm a producer as well. I've been doing music since I was 16, and I am older than 40. way older than 40. You know what I mean? And I have, and just to say this real quick, I've never stopped doing music ever, and hip hop in particular. So I'm really curious to see how this conversation is going. I'm already like sitting here listening, going, all right.
Oh, we in it right now. We in it. And I want to take it to this next brother because he online starting all kind of trouble. Shout out to the man Streety. Want to introduce the people to you, to who you are?
No, he doesn't.
Can't hear you.
Hey, Streety, can you
The
hear?
microphone's off.
You got to turn his mic on.
Your
There you
mic.
go.
Oh no,
Not your face. Your mic. Good face though. I like it.
How the Reese gonna just come in and he get this the reason why we here. He
Right.
just
Why Streety is
he just freaking his ass here.
right. While Streety is getting his sound together. Hey, Reese, tell the people who you are.
Yo, can y'all hear me?
Yes.
He the reason why we here.
Yo, my name is everyone. A lot of you people know me from the Facebook world. I'm Laurice Trotter. I'm just a beer drinking hip hop fan. I do nothing but observe and talk about hip hop apparently, and that's who I am. And what up, y'all? All my good black people in here. Motherfucking hip hop shit. We here.
What up, Reese?
No doubt.
We
Nice
drinking motherfucking hip hopping at what night is it? Thursday? We doing it all.
Hey, we doing it all. Yes. So, Streety, can you in business? What's going on?
You're like he froze up.
He frozen.
Is Streety the reason why this question got posed and y'all been having conversations?
No, Reese. It was Reese Rolex.
Oh, Reese. Oh, Mr. Roly Poly. Right on.
Yeah.
I'm glad you.
Reese Rolex.
The other half.
Tell us why he poses that question. Hopefully.
But this happens every time somebody drops a new album, man. They get online and they get to arguing and debating, and it's like,
okay,
nigga, who are you to say what this is? Because your music is Huffington, and it's just, you know. Here we are with it today.
So, all right. So let's get back into the convo, right? So we just played one of Sia's amazing songs. Thank you for sharing that song with me, Sia. And we talked about the idea of ageism, basically forcing people out of the culture prematurely. Do you feel that ageism is playing that role, pushing people out prematurely? And this could go, let's go over to Ange.
Dude, now y'all know how long I've been doing this. A lot of us sacrificed our lives to be a part of the hip hop culture. A lot of us did. And we started that sacrifice when we were children, looking at the older cats do it. So I don't understand where so many people get this uppity way about them saying, you shouldn't be here. When in fact, if you have the ability to speak, you should be everywhere there is a stage in the world. Everywhere
totally
there is a mic, and that would be the way you speak. Everywhere there is a person, that's me showing up. So I understand why a lot of people feel like, oh, you ain't got nothing to say now. Well, I think that as you get older, you got a whole lot of stuff to say because you've been through it and you came out on the side, good or bad, and people need to hear that story.
Yeah.
If you're not willing to hear the story, you're not willing to be a part of the culture because our culture is based on these stories. Our existence is based on our experiences. And of course, you can't taste what we chew, but we can save you from a bad meal.
Right.
I would like to say something. I couldn't disagree with you more.
You couldn't disagree with me more? Of course.
Yeah. I think
you said you couldn't disagree with me more, right?
Yes. I totally disagree.
Make sure I heard it right.
I believe that. See, that's the problem with rap now.
I'm not a rap. I'm a member of the hip hop culture.
That's the problem. I mean, we could do all of that, but
we should do all of that so we can make clear.
That's the problem with that's the problem with this thing. The filter is this big. Everything can get through it. That's the problem. Back in the day, you know who rapped? The people who were really good at it because they had to spend their money. They had to put in the time. Now people don't do that anymore, and that's why the quality of the music is low.
I could disagree with you a whole lot more because there's no way you're going to tell me that people back in the day they could all rap and they put their money. No, everybody couldn't rap.
Of course, everybody couldn't rap.
They couldn't. No matter how much
point
money
I'm
they
making
had,
is
no matter how many
people
studio
had
time
way
sessions
more respect for rap
dude,
20
you
years
must be
ago
new.
than
You
they do
got to be
today.
new.
Yeah.
People
Got
You-
had
to be
way more
new. You
respect
got
for rap
to be
20
new.
years ago than they do today.
You know what, Terry?
We don't care. And we don't care.
You speaking you're right, but you're speaking to the wrong audience when you say that. These
Sure
are skillful. These are skillful MCs on this panel, and actually, if we see gatekeeping is good and bad. If our generation properly gatekeep, if our generation was properly gatekeeping hip hop,
None
you
of these
wouldn't see
motherfuckers.
all of these guys running around rapping that have no business holding a microphone. So I don't really get that angle saying that
But it's y'all job to gatekeep it. So if
it
y'all
is.
not making
Yeah.
if y'all not making music that's fresh enough, that's making the youth want to fuck with you, then I'm looking at y'all crazy because
I
y'all the
disagree
rappers.
with that.
Let
There are different
Let
people.
me say something. Hold on. Let me say. Hold
I'm
on.
right here.
Let me say
First
something. Let
of
me
all,
say something.
hip hop is a lifestyle. A lot of the people that are rapping right now are not hip hop. They simply hijacked rap to spread a different message that resonates with their people.
Yeah.
They're not hip hop.
Right.
So
Hold
I'm
on,
not
Si. Let me
supposed
say
to talk
something.
to them. I ain't
Let me say
supposed to
something,
talk to
Si.
them.
Hold on, Si. Let me say something to Terry's point real quick. Terry said that back in the day, you said that everybody wasn't rapping. Is that what you said, Terry? Everybody wasn't rapping. Growing up, I saw music. Hip hop was just like it was when my parents was growing up in the 50s. You had people on every corner doo-wopping. Everybody wanted to be a rapper. Everybody wanted to be in a doo-wop group. Everybody wanted to be a Temptation. Everybody wanted to be.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Everybody wanted to be in a group. Everybody wanted to be in a group. So the same situation happened with hip hop. We had so many people growing up. Everybody wanted to be a rapper growing up. Everybody wanted to be LL Cool J. Everybody was freestyling. So I don't agree with you saying that everybody wasn't rapping. But thing is, being an MC and being in the hip hop culture is you have to be dedicated to that. So if you started out 15 years ago, you are getting better at your craft. You know what I'm saying? You're getting a lot better at your craft. So I don't agree with that everybody wasn't rapping.
Okay, but
We all
let me just answer this.
around people that was rapping. We all was in cyphers, breakdance.
You mentioned our parents doing doo-wop and all of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what did they do? They stopped.
No, they didn't.
No, they didn't. The Temptations are still doing music. Who stopped? Who are you? Who stopped, dude?
About the Temptations, though.
Hold on.
You said the Temptations.
I'm talking about the people.
I'm talking about people that wanted to be like the Temptations.
What about the cold ass niggas that was on the corner that was cold as hell, but they didn't make it to Motown? They stopped.
How do you know they didn't make it? Who's making it to you?
They stopped. But how do you know that they stopped?
Right. And
how do you know that they stopped? I don't see anybody that stopped.
I see a lot of
man, if we can't have an honest conversation, guys.
We are having
like y'all know what I mean when I say they stopped.
No, we don't. We don't
So
know.
They stopped.
Clear it up.
Hold on one second. Let me ask you something, bro. Because on something really real, your parents probably listened to hip hop. Your parents.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
They didn't, but
I doubt that. But
I'm serious.
My parents are pretty. I was just having a conversation with my daughter today. I have a 20-year-old daughter, right? I'm well into my 50s. Let me tell you something. I told her something when I asked her the question that was being posed today. She looked at me and she said, "Why would somebody think that somebody's too old to rap? They don't think like that about rock and everything else." She's 20.
Here we go with that.
Hold on, bro. She grew up in the studio. She grew up around Ann. She was a baby around Ann's 13. She grew up around a lot of MCs here in the city. And then I told her, I said, you know what's funny? It's because when I was your age, young man, when I was in my 20s, and I saw all the old rappers, there was only a few that I really had a lot of respect for. But all the like Grandmaster Flash and everybody else when I was coming up, by the time I started rapping, I was like, them old dudes need to stop. Them old dudes need to stop. Little did I know that rap would change my life, hip hop would change my life that much that I have never stopped. And hip hop saved my damn life. So when somebody like you comes on and says something like that, it's not only irritating, it's disrespectful. It really is. Because I know now
it's anti-hip-hop.
at my age.
Well, let me just say this,
I know
brother.
how at my age now how disrespectful
Totally
I was.
anti hip hop.
Let me just say this real quick.
I don't think you live the culture, bro. I really don't, because you wouldn't be saying this.
No. We appreciate everything you brought to the culture, especially in Chicago. It's no disrespect, but this is no country for old men either, though, guys. No country.
I don't agree.
Connect this nigga. I don't understand why he on here. I don't.
No country
I
for
don't
old men.
understand why he.
What does that even mean,
You
young
sound
man?
nuts, son.
What does that
Very
even
nuts.
mean?
Hey, hold on.
You
Hey, hold on.
Upset people.
Hold
This
on,
is
hold
not
on.
that box. It's not it.
Hold on. Hey, one mic.
Mute the mics.
One mic on me. Yeah, mute your mics. Because somebody giving some crazy feedback right now.
I think that's Larice.
I got y'all. Hold on, brothers.
I told you that's Larice ass. I knew it was Larice. He got his TV on over there.
Goddamn.
You don't love the hop. You don't love the hop, bro.
So while we taking this quick break, can y'all hear this?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
I can hear you.
Can you hear the music?
No, I can't. No, I can't hear the music.
All right, 1 second.
Can y'all make me out?
We hear you.
Okay.
Hold on. 1 sec. Do it like this. Still there? Y'all still with me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can't hear it though. Okay.
Yeah. As I close my just like Picasso, that is my fault. I call foul on that blade. You tried to rearrange my form with Play-Doh. You know that Superman you made in your mind piece. Emotions going on trips. She ain't asked me. The soul ties we shared cut a while ago. And when Taurus hurt, we get silent. So I had to sit back, plot, plan, and strategize. Cause if I snap in this bitch, it's gonna be televised. So we scream at the walls, cause bricks don't bleed. And the energy your boy don't need. Cause took a while to see. This ain't helping me. We tried it though, but we can never be. 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 Took a while to see. It was you, not me. Spell you had me under. It's all about me. Cause we can never be. We can never be. We can never be. Nah, we can never be. Yo, I'm at the studio. She swear I'm cheating though. I chase destiny, not pussy. I'm tired of repeating it though. But for a second, you had me second guessing myself. Maybe I'm not good enough. I'm steady blaming myself. Yeah, you was gambling with the victim card. Every time you played it, my whole soul fell apart. You put the man to manipulate your lies like dinner plates, and mine is always full. Nah, I can't participate in the game with no rules. Moms and pops, they ain't raised no fools. So I learned how to maneuver through emotions. You got me feeling like an island in your ocean, and I was too big for that. Colossal, let me flex and break the shackle. I graduated, I took my tassel. Protest on Sesame Street, the puppy cut the strings free. Now we can see the end of the road we didn't make. Demons we couldn't shake, had bones way back in the closet we didn't break. Cause took a while to see, this ain't helping me. We tried it though, but we can never be. 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 Took a while to see, it was you and me. Spell you had me under, it's all about me. Cause we can never be. We could never be. We could never be. We could never be.
Yo, that's Vice. That's Vice right there. Cause hey, do me a favor. If you're not speaking, make sure to mute up because there's some crazy background noise that was causing the echo. But Vice, can you come off the mic and let them know what we just heard?
E3.
I had to unmute you.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. That was my project. My last project. I dropped the EP, 5 songs, all produced by T3 of Slum Village. That song was called "Cause We." I call it the breakup anthem.
Word. So I'm posing this question to the floor, right? And just come off mute when you want to respond. And before I do that, hey, Streety, can you say something on the mic real quick?
What's going on? Test him. 1, 2.
He's on. He's there. Shout out to Streety Wonder in the building. Hey, so let's do this. I'm gonna put this out here because I know I'm so happy that Terry is on here because he really does not know this, and we needed that other stuff here. So when we're talking about rap music and hip hop at the age of 50, what do you think we should be tackling that subject? Right? What do you think is going to be interesting for this audience that's out here listening to
us? Are you talking about content wise?
Content wise, right? Everything, production, everything.
Yeah, niggas ain't trying to hear about bills, and all of that. Niggas we still want our escape and shit. I mean, from wherever our experiences are, I think we still want that escape. 50 years old, we know life is lifing, but we ain't trying to. You know what? It still have to be fun. It still have to be nostalgic. I think at this age, we listening to the meat and potatoes of it. The samples, the break beats, the classic shit. I mean, even if you listen to the South or whatever region you coming from, you listen to the classics. I mean, that's pretty much what we making and where we at right now in our life. So yeah, you listen to the like timeless. You listening to the timeless shit at this point in time.
Scott, could you add on to that? What are you thinking?
So, well, I mean, I'm not quite 50 yet. I'm only 44. So I mean, I agree to a certain extent. Like you right, people don't want to hear about bills, but I guess because I'm at such a creative space right now with myself to where it's like, man, why not talk about bills here? And I'm not saying make a whole album talking about your bills, but I mean, my thing is, I think people want to relate to you. And if yeah, we could escape, but that reality got to be there too. Because if you think about the kids right now, they want to be about that street shit more than rap shit. Like they really about that life right now. And they just so happen to rap. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel like us in our 40s and and 50s, we should be like, man, we should always keep it hip hop, but keep it real too. Keep it where you at in your life right now. If you married, talk about that shit. That shit. I'm married. It ain't easy being married. Talk about your kids. Talk about raise your kid in a creative way, but it could be done. You know what I'm saying? Because we're living that life. We're living everyday life. We ain't, driving big whips and living in mansions. And I know I ain't. I don't know about y'all, but you know what I'm saying?
And a lot of people can relate. And a lot of people can relate to that. And a lot of people can relate to that, Scott. Yeah, that's relatable.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. It's like, be creative with it though, for sure. But man, people want to hear real shit. They want to relate to you. You know what I'm saying? That's all.
For everybody that's a friend of mine on Facebook, you recognize the banter that I have with people, and I'm pretty sure you caught wind of people calling me East Coast bias, right? The ironic thing about that is when you try to talk about what Black Thought just did or what Nas did on his 6 album run, you get the bias back. You get biases from people saying that's old and they don't want to hear that no more, or that sound don't belong here. The South got it. You being biased back. But I want to make a comment to what Reese and what Terry kind of stand for. In my opinion, it's anti-hip hop. We're growing up with the elders. We're watching the first generation of hip hop get old and pass on. We're watching some of them still create. LL just made a high level album. You know what I'm saying? Nas just did a 6-album run, and at least 3 of those are classic. But the problem with us is, like with everything we do, we create these beautiful things, we put it down, and then when white people pick it up, we get mad that they picked it up and they actually embrace what we really created. So this mentality that you should be pivoting and you too old to rap is nonsense. We created this. We created this. We're growing up with the elders that created this. They're still here. Kool Herc is still here. African Bambaataa is still here. Curtis Blow, LL Cool J. How can you say you're too old to rap when the elders are still paving the path right now to where this is going to go?
So
we're creating the history in real time.
I want to pull Reese Rolex into this conversation. He over there rolling up. So I know a lot of this started with the conversation between you and Reese, right? So
right,
about, you know, being washed and all these terms, you know, for the hop. So
washed, but yes.
No, I got you. So I just want to know where you stand on this, Reese, and like what your perspective is on this topic.
My perspective is like I understand what my man is saying, but like he's bringing up like Mike and Kobe and shit. Like, you know, he bringing up niggas that he bringing up LeBron and them niggas, like, and then he's like equating that to open mics and you know, I don't know, like that's the way that I feel about it. I never felt like niggas should just stop, you know, rapping. Like I feel like niggas should actually be going to more open mics and shit and getting your shit off there. Like, but then at the same time, I don't really feel the way about. I don't know. I what I was really coming from was the end of resources and putting that back into the greater good of the hop outside of your own personal demonstration.
Okay.
Like, it was the forefront of it. Like that's really where the standpoint where I was coming from. So, you know, that's all.
I see somebody in the comments. They said, "Don't nobody want to hear Kool Herc or Bambaataa." Nobody's saying that. Nobody said that. I'm saying we're growing up watching them get old. They're still here. Mm-hmm. So what I'm saying is there's no rules to this because we're making them right now in real time. I didn't say I want to hear Kool Herc go make an album. You know what I'm saying? That's not the message. What I'm saying is for you to say you're a certain age and you need to stop rapping, says who?
But you know what? There are certain people, there are millions of people who do want to hear African Bambaataa album. A lot of those old people are not dead. They still listen to hip hop. They may want to hear African Bambaataa album.
Like, come on, Vice.
No, that's the truth. Some of them people I may not want to. Yeah, millions. There are millions of old people who still probably want to hear some old people do their thing.
Are they about to go out and hear it though and pick it up and try to?
Thousands of fans of
They may.
Thousands.
I mean, we living off of May. I mean, if we living off of May, it's all good. Like
But see, if we was living off May, then y'all shouldn't have an opinion.
No, everybody has an opinion.
But you said living off May. If we living off, you keep talking about May and what you can't do. Like y'all should have an opinion in. If we living off of Mays, if we living off what somebody may do or what they could do, you just said that that Saya was bringing up LeBron, and in a way, it's like a dart. You throwing up, you putting your name with this big guy. You're putting your name. How you gonna say your name with Black Thought? How you gonna say your name with this person? That's a dart, Joe. That's a disrespectful dart.
How is it a disrespect? Like, I think
and you try to play it like it ain't, and it really is though, Reese.
Reese like to throw rocks and hide his hand. He like to throw rocks and hide his hand.
Go back on mute, though. I'm gonna go back on mute, player.
Because guess what, Vice? If you put my album behind any and anybody on this panel, whether it's Saya, whether it's Ange 13s, whether it's my man Scott's, whether it's Treaty Wonder Beats, put our music in the mix with other people's music, and it fits right in. It fits right in. You can't say that it doesn't fit right in. Like, so it's no problem with him saying his name with Black Thoughts and saying his name with these people. Why can't he say that?
Because I'm not saying I'm on tier with Black Thought. I'm not saying if Black Thought lets me open for him, I'm going to steal his show.
There's nothing wrong with you saying that. There's nothing wrong with you saying that, side, because that's hip hop. You're supposed to say that.
But I'm not even
saying
that.
To think that.
I never speak arrogantly like that. What I'm saying is it's still breathing and it's still moving because the people who started hip hop are still living. That's all I'm saying.
One mic with me. I wanted to give Ange a chance to chime in because she said something very poignant. You were talking about Public Enemy, Ange.
Right. We tend to forget. You remember those big ass concerts that Public Enemy was performing in front of with tens of thousands of people? Those people didn't just die. They still are alive. They still love hip hop music, and they're more loyal than any of the new hip hop connoisseurs today. But y'all want to bury them so quickly.
Facts.
Sorry, they're still alive.
And they still love hip hop.
And they still love hip hop. Way harder than the people who want to be in hip hop. So it's okay.
So 2020
snappers.
2024 has been an interesting year. So from my perspective, the OGs ran 2024. You know,
absolutely.
The OGs have been running it since it began.
Yeah. And I
don't understand why he's a young man sport.
No, I'm saying specifically from the projects that were released this year, right?
I'm specifically talking about the hip hop culture.
Oh yeah, I'm not.
We have the OGs gonna run it until they run out.
Indeed.
Shorties are still chasing after OGs, Mr. Shake Your Head left and right. They still want to do what the OGs are doing. Shake your head left and right.
So
they wake up in the morning like, how can I be better than that old nigga, Mr. Left and Right? Yes, they the fuck do.
Right.
They still chasing after that same dream that old nigga had.
Big Mad is very serious. I thought we was just gonna kick the shit. Big Mad is very serious, but I'm going back to mute.
So I'm speaking specifically to Common's album this year. Common and Pete Rock had an amazing album. LL had an amazing album. Master Ace had a dope album. And even if
Rhyme Fest had a dope album.
Amazing album. And even if we pull back the layer some, the stuff that's at the top of the charts this year is music that's going back to the tenets of what I would consider hip hop.
Golden age, boom bap.
Right, boom bap. So that goes from Doechii, Corday, all the way to Tyler to Kendrick. What do you think it is that this year has been a year?
You know what? That's a great point.
Where everyone is kind of coming back to the essence. What do you feel that way? And why do you? And if you do feel that way, why do you think it's coming back?
And that's the point I was making to Terry earlier. That's the point I was making to Terry earlier is that you have artists like a Doechii. You have artists like Tyler, the Creator. Their music sounds like music that came out in 1994, 95, 96, 97, 98. That's the music that they're making. They're not making music that sound like these new rappers. Doechii rapping over old beats. Tyler, the Creator is using old school samples. So these guys are doing what was the golden age. They're trying to get back to that great sound of hip hop. That's why I didn't agree with the fact that he's saying, the boom bap sound is not, we hear that all the time. Yeah, we hear it all the time. But as of late, we haven't been hearing that type of good music. And you have these artists now that
why shouldn't we hear boom bap when that's hip hop? Why are we why are we so anti hip hop? I never understood that.
Because this is what I think. I think the cat who never got into the click. I'm sorry, cats who would never let in the first place want to end everybody else trying to get in the first place. Oh, you shouldn't do it.
Can I say something?
Oh, you this. Oh, you that. Oh, nigga, stay your ass on the sidelines and be a sideliner. We're okay doing it this way and over here. If you want people to stop doing whatever the fuck, go do something else. Go look.
You hear that, Reese?
Go. Okay, can I say something?
Go for it.
Can I say something?
I don't give a fuck about offending people. I'm old enough.
I never said that boom bap. I love boom bap. I'm saying
no, you don't.
That song that he made, I've heard that song before. That's what I'm saying. That type of song. And I just feel like it's a good song overall. Like he can rap well, the beat is cool, but like, okay, we've heard 100 of those. So like, if we've heard 100 of those, then that needs to be the best out of the 100. Or I don't want to hear it. Like you could do boom bap all you want, but it needs to be innovative though. It needs to make me feel like I felt when I was 16.
Or you gonna do better
love with this shit.
If
it doesn't give me that feeling, then
you're gonna do better.
Let me
if it doesn't give you the feeling that you're looking for, you're gonna go ahead and take the initiative and make what you were looking for.
Hold on
right?
one second,
That's what you're gonna do.
Speaking from a consumer, because everyone's not a rapper, so like only opinions are for rappers. I'm asking, and I'm gonna go back on mute. I'm just asking because I really want to know. Like, it's the only opinion from people that rap. If you don't rap, you have no opinion about rap, no matter how long you whatever. Like, I'm asking. I'm
gonna answer that question.
No rappers.
Hold on. One mic.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna go back on mute. I'm back on mute.
For sure. Hold on. Let me let Scott chime in real quick, and then Vice, you can go back to that.
So here's you saying you want to feel like you felt when you were 16. Okay, I get that. But here's the thing. You got to understand, this is a culture we live. Okay? So you have, I mean, I don't know what you're looking for. I mean,
it just sounds like excuses for mediocrity. It just sounds like excuses for mediocrity.
No. Listen, but here's the thing. Listen to me. That it might not resonate with you. It might not make you feel, but a 16-year-old might hear that and be like, "That shit is dope. That inspired me." You see what I'm saying? You not 16 no more, though, are you? Are you 16 now?
A 16-year-old isn't gonna hear that and be like, "Yeah, that's dope."
You don't know that, though. Do you know all 16?
I do know that. My daughter's 18.
16-year-olds?
My daughter is 18. She don't want to hear that shit.
So
what are you talking about?
So you speak for your daughter now?
So let me tap in.
You speak for your daughter and her listening to.
So let me tap in real quick. So
I guess I can't.
Hold on 1 second. Your daughter may not want to hear that from a 50-year-old, 40-year-old rapper, but she'll definitely listen to Dolce.
No, of course, that's what I'm saying. So the 50 or 40-year-old rapper should be able to rap better than Dolce. They should be able to make an album better than Dolce's because they've been rapping 30 years longer than her. But so if your shit don't sound better than hers, I don't want to fucking hear it.
But the sound of it is subjective.
You speak too general, Terry.
Man, it's a collective rawness, bro.
It's
raw.
But you know,
it's an agreeable rawness.
I'm interested to know where Terry comes from.
You speak general.
We come from the good doctors when we said Chicago was black years ago.
I don't know you. I'm wondering.
Terry, you speak in a very general sense where, like,
let me address Ange.
Please do, because I'm not familiar with you or the group that was under your picture.
I don't rap.
Who are you in the hip hop culture at all? What position do you take? Are you a spectator?
Culture is, I've thrown shows.
You're a spectator.
Show Smoked Out Saturday. I'm sorry.
You're a spectator. Okay. I just wanted to know who you were.
I'm not.
If you're not a rapper, that means you're a spectator.
One mic on me real quick.
No, if you're not in the culture, you're a spectator.
Hold on 1 second, Ange. Hold on 1 second. I invited Terry and Reese because they are voices of the culture. So they're not just people like just some guys who listen to music. They listen to the music, they speak on the culture, and they're very good at what they do. And they don't care about, hurting feelings. They say what they mean. So that's why they're here to have a conversation.
Just wondering who the
fuck you are. Ange, no, let me explain to you what I've done.
You have explained. It's all good, dude. It's all good.
You didn't let me finish. You cut me off. I
didn't cut you off. You told me who you were.
Me and my crew were the first guys to bring what we were like. Well, they came, but we were like the first people to bring Westside Gun and Griselda here. Well, Benny and Griselda. We brought Rock Marciano here. So that's how I contribute. I bring the shit that niggas like to hear. I try to bring it to the city for people to enjoy. That I spend my hard-earned money to bring these rappers here for y'all to enjoy. So that's what I do. I feel like I can have an opinion on what I think is dope, because maybe I might want you to open. Maybe I might not.
You know the thing with your opinion, you speak too broadly, because you pin me to mediocrity. There's a lot of people that disagree with you.
I didn't pin you to mediocrity. I said these sound like excuses
and be okay about
for mediocrity.
From who? From who?
Like y'all want you. It's that's what I'm saying. Like y'all not really no crackheads about this shit, man. I need the hottest, most fire shit. I smoke this shit all the time, every day, baby. I beam me up. Oh,
But that's the point.
Oh man, yeah, I had this, but this kind of huff though, man. I don't want this no more.
But that's the point. That's the point. Shit. That's the point I'm making to you. You're speaking so general,
though, right?
No. The point I'm making to you is you speak so general that you make it like you and an army of people feel the way you do. I got reviews for my music that I just dropped. People not saying what you saying, bro.
And the point that I'm making to you is, just because you rap good don't mean you make good songs.
That's your opinion.
I'm gonna say it again. Wait. No, it's not an opinion. Just because you rap good doesn't mean you make good songs. So if your songs aren't transcending to millions of people like Black Thought, that's why you can't put yourself with Black Thought, because he sold millions of records. So you can't put yourself with them. So if your music isn't touching people like that, then no, I don't think you can put yourself with them. Your music may sound similar to them, but you can't put yourself with them.
But see,
I can't put myself, just because I play basketball, at the rec, I can't put myself with Mike and Kobe and Ja Morant. Like, I would sound foolish.
No, we got to be clear. We got to be clear. I never put myself with Black Thought in it. I never did that.
I mean, you mentioned
I never
Black
did that.
Thought.
I never did that. 1, 2. That's not how rap works. This is not a profession where
how rap works.
No, it's not. No, it's not. This is not a profession where you build a resume and you go sit down and have an interview, and if you're qualified, you pass. There's people who are rapping right now because they caught a couple bodies, and record labels are looking for them to tell their story because it's toxic, and they got a deal from that. So this is not about your trajectory being high because you're skilled or you're making a good song.
I'm not talking about getting a deal.
I'm not either. That's just one example.
No, I'm saying before Griselda got a deal, we all heard their music. How did we all hear it? Because motherfucker heard it, thought it was dope, passed it to another person, they heard it, thought it was dope. That's how dope music travels, yes?
You understand only 2% make it to where they make it to, right?
Is that how dope music travels?
Yeah. Sometimes.
All the time. What do you mean sometimes? All the time. Wait. Let me make my point. So if your shit ain't doing that and you 43, I think you should stop.
That's your opinion.
It's your opinion to rap.
If you ain't booked anybody better than the people you booked so far, then I think that you're not a good promoter.
Wait, I didn't hear you. It was a lot of.
I think that
hello?
Let's use you being a promoter as an example. Can we do that, Terry?
Use whatever you like.
Okay. So the groups that you're talking about that you bring to the city, that are that crack, that are that fire, that everybody is trying to get. Have you gotten every group that everybody is trying to get to the city? Terry?
I mean, do I have to answer ridiculous questions? Of course not. Right. I don't have enough money.
Okay. Of course not. You don't have enough
So what does that
money.
mean? What is your point?
Well, hold on. Let me tell you why you're trying to talk. You don't have enough money. Does that mean that you are a terrible promoter? That you should stop promoting? Does it mean that? None of the people in Utah know of your production
so you're trying
company.
to
Doesn't
compare
mean you should
promoting
stop.
and rapping. You're trying to say that promoting
No,
and
what
rapping
I'm
are the
using
same
an example of you're telling
No,
people.
that's a terrible
if something
example.
ain't working for you.
That's a
You should
terrible
stop.
example, though.
I'll give you a great example.
No, stop. Hold on for a
Okay,
second.
give me a better one than that.
Example.
Comparing
You're
rapping
saying
to
that if
promoting,
something
they're
isn't
not the
working
same.
for you after a certain amount of time, you should stop, right?
Comparing, no, that's not what I said.
That's not what you're saying. That's not what you just said.
No, that's not what I'm saying. No,
Okay.
that's not what I'm saying.
Okay, put clarity. Go ahead and repeat what you said when you said, "I think you should stop."
You said
Please.
what? Repeat what I said when what?
Repeat what you heard me the first time though.
No,
Go
I didn't.
ahead and
I didn't hear the last
what
part.
led you to say. By that time, I think you should stop.
So
now you can't hear it.
No, I want us to. I see what's going. I see what's happening here, and I think that's the whole having this conversation. Right?
What's happening here?
And I'm sorry if you could mute up because I think that's the feedback is. So I think what's happening is, we're in this space right now where, we still look at rap as if it's a young man's game, but to Saya's point, we are consistently growing with this culture, right? And we also understand that being a prisoner to the moment may create specific type of expectations from the sounds that people want to hear, right? And I don't think that's a bad thing. I think there is a current sound, and I also think that there are traditional sounds and rhythms that people will tend to gravitate to. So hold that thought for 1 second. Let's get some more music in the building.
Hey, yo, producer, engineer, extraordinaire. My mic sound nice, all levels check. Talk to me. Yeah, you good, big dog. I got everything under control back here, young pimp. All levels check. You do your thing, young blood. You do your thing. I got this. This is for the trolls. This is for the naysayers, the doubters, and the highly opinionated. Check it out, y'all. This is for the trolls. This is for the naysayers, the doubters, and the highly opinionated. Yeah, I'm talking to you. We live in a day where people get behind the screen and type what they feel is necessary to say with no real thoughts of what they convey. And I know you have a right to your opinion. It's the laws of the country we live in. So to say that something is bad or immediately trash because you don't like it, it's just really, really sad. Wasted your time and energy because of your displeasure. How miserable we must be because you got nothing better to do with your time. You could have just scrolled past. You would have been fine. This is for the trolls. This is for the naysayers, the doubters, and the highly opinionated. Check it out, y'all. This is for the trolls. This is for the naysayers, the doubters, and the highly opinionated. Yeah, I'm talking to you. I'm calling you a hater because that's such a strong word and gets so overused and it's just absurd. But you might be a hater because you took the time to say what you didn't have to say when you could have just scrolled away. It's so unfortunate that unsolicited opinions get thrust on us hard as content. We know everybody's not gonna like us. You have a right to your opinion, but you don't have to spite us. So please scroll past, block, ignore, and mute. You're not a target audience. Yo, we're not looking for you. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Same Scott channel, same Scott station. Scotland music forever. Until next time. Until next song. Peace, y'all, and forever love.
Yes. Scholar music, come off the mic. Let them know what we just heard.
Yeah, that song is called Get a Life. And I think it's self-explanatory. This basically, I basically shot that at every, internet analyst, rap analyst, or music analyst who just got some shit to say about everything and everybody. Like I said in the song, you have a right to your opinion, but you don't have to spite us that's out here doing our thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I wrote that song and produced it too. Thank you. I wrote and produced that song just for y'all, like y'all niggas that be like, man, y'all, relax. We doing our thing. You don't have to like it. That's cool.
Behind us.
So
you know what I'm saying? That's cool.
So let me ask this, and this is to the room.
Yeah.
Do you think that hip hop is ready to embrace the elder statesmen of the genre the same way other musical genres do?
Yes. I think so. I think so, and I think that because the people that think like Terry and Reese, that's a very small minority in the hip hop game. It's very small. Not a lot of people think like that. To me, like Saya said, it's very anti-hip hop. I think it's very anti-hip hop.
But you know what he
I
prefers?
think that I think that
the real shit.
We're ready to embrace the older person. That's not the point that we're making, though.
Mm-hmm.
The point I'm making is your shit better than Pete Rock and Common? Not you. I'm not saying I'm not speaking to anybody in general. I'm just saying if your shit isn't better than theirs, then I don't want to hear it.
You know what? Let me say this real quick.
Why should it
hold on,
I don't want to come to your shit.
Because
if you're not trying to be the best, why are you doing it?
Because this is what I hear. I remember back in the day, Method Man was doing an interview, and I remember in the 90s, one of the biggest problems that the MCs had were music critics. A bunch of white music critics that was talking about hip hop. And if you don't know how hard it is for a rapper to start a rap song off or start that first lyric or that first line, I think a lot of people should just shut up. And I think that when you say things like, it's not that good, that's just an opinion. And it's your opinion. It's a small opinion. Just because you feel that way, that doesn't mean anybody should stop what they're doing because you feel that way. Because now you sound like a music critic. And a lot of music critics didn't know shit about hip hop. They were white people who was kicked in it, just didn't know anything about it. So they were just talking out the side of their necks. You know what I'm saying?
But
so I just think that.
But I know about hip hop though.
But you sound like you don't.
You sound like
you don't sound like you don't.
But it just see, it's just crazy to me that an opinion about it, and I heard Saya use the word spiteful, like, oh no, I think you use the word Vice, like it comes off as spiteful, like a dark, like nah, like it's just a critique. It's just when you turn in your paper to, because I'm a consumer, so like when you turn in your paper to your teacher and they like, yeah, well, this is a C. Is that a dart at you? Like, no.
What did you call yourself? You called yourself a consumer. So consume.
Right.
Keep quiet.
So that's what I'm saying.
Be quiet. Just consume.
No, you're gonna like. You have to like what you consume. What do you mean?
So there you go. Then don't eat it.
Don't listen to it.
Don't eat it.
Wait, no, Vice, wait a minute. When you go to the restaurant,
you can eat off of
wait, Vice, when you go to the restaurant and you get a plate and you don't like it, and I tell you, hey man, be quiet, just consume it, bro. That's insane.
That sounds crazy.
Like, I come to the hip hop market to consume music. I come to certain music and I'm like, oh, well, I don't like that. That's not spite. I'm in the hip hop market shopping for hip hop.
No, that's not spite.
This shit tastes old and dated.
But that's not spite. But to tell another rapper that your music is huff or you're a hobby rapper, that's spite. That's a bitter dart.
But it is a hobby.
Okay, I got a question for you, bro. I have a question for you.
It can be a hobby, but it could be a hobby, but you saying it as an insult is what changes.
That's an insult.
But it's not. But I'm not saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it as an insult.
Hey,
Reese did.
Falling out your mouth is your dagger.
One
If
mic
it's
on
falling
Reese.
out your mouth, it's your dagger.
Hey, one mic on Reese.
I'm not saying it as an insult.
Hold on, Terry. One mic on Reese. Now, what was you saying, Reese?
I actually don't remember what I was saying, but
smoking.
Piggybacking off this, like I always said that I don't know any rappers that aren't good rappers in the space of just the technicality of good and can do a 16, maybe can do a hook, all things. So in the hobby form, I meant part-time rappers. I created a hobby rapper. That's me. I said it. And it was.
Yeah, I didn't.
It was in.
But I don't.
No, hold on. Then you got it, Joe.
No, like I just want to say to them, like I don't think hobby is I don't think that's a negative term. Like it's a hobby. It's a hobby because if you're not generating money off of it, then I would say it's a hobby. Like if you're just doing it because you love to do music and you rap well, like by all means do it. But I think it would be a hobby for you though. Like I don't at 40 plus.
Here's the thing, here's something that Terry said that is extremely problematic to me. A lot of people do not understand how music works. 98% of the people that try to write, no, listen, bro, because y'all don't get it. 98% of the people who try to do this music thing never break through. So to tell somebody that if you're not as dope as Black Thought, or if you're not reaching out to millions of people with the song that you just created, you're no good. That's a fallacy, bro. 98% of the people are never gonna make bread off of doing this because too many people are doing it, and that's just not how records work. It takes money to break a record, and plus, that's not a measurement of somebody being mediocre or whatever like that. You're one opinion. The reviews that I'm getting for my album are splendid. And it trumps what you saying. And that's one song that you heard. So like, I don't mean to, cause honestly, I don't care if anybody thinks my music is Huff. I actually have somebody think that I'm the dopest in Chicago. I don't agree with that because of all the talent that comes out of Chicago, but I'm not going to displace that compliment because I earned that.
Right.
So the problem what I have with people like what you and Reese are doing, you are proactively trying to stump me to the ground when there's other people that recognize that I'm dope at this shit.
That's insane that you okay, let me just say this. I don't rap, right? But I've created content. I create shit, right? So I understand what the creative process is like. So what I'm saying is when I put out stuff, like people have the right to look at my shit. In fact, I want you to tear my shit apart because that's the only way that the shit is gonna be perfect. I'm trying. If I'm a rapper, if I'm a 42-year-old rapper, I'm trying. My album needs to be better than Common's in Nas's new shit that came out.
Or you need to quit, right?
Or I need to quit because it's just like, what am I doing?
That's ridiculous.
No, pause right there. Pause right there, bro. I'm glad you said that.
You're not trying to be the best rapper.
No, bro. You're a promoter, right?
That's cool.
You're a promoter, right? You're a promoter, right?
That's cool.
You're a promoter, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, no, but yeah.
You ain't making Don King money. Go sit down somewhere.
Right.
Okay, but that promoting and rapping isn't the same thing, bro.
No, but it's exactly the same thing. It's the same thing, Terry.
That is the analogy, bro.
The same thing.
It's the same thing.
What I'm saying is, if you tell me
it
as good as Black Thought or doesn't reach the same amount of crowd as Black Thought,
I need you to explain to me how
you as a promoter do not reach a Don King status. Go sit the fuck down.
I mean, our shows did pretty well, like that we threw. Like they said that.
Don King numbers, nigga. They didn't do Don King numbers, nigga.
Hey, hold on.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand the point that you
don't understand.
What are Don King
numbers?
Terry, it's just the same.
So hopefully we can give something to you that will help you understand.
Go ahead,
It's
Mike.
the,
Go ahead.
it's the same way. Like I guess he's saying the same thing. It's like you're saying if you're not putting out common sense type music, then sit down. If you're throwing shows and you're not getting Don King money, you need to sit down too. So it's the same thing.
No. Wait. Pause right there. That's what I'm saying. Like if I throw a show and it sells out, then it was successful.
All right. How is your point more valid than mine?
Okay, let me ask you this: If you
fuck out of here,
if you rap right now, if you threw a show, could I'm not talking to Vice. I'm talking to the gentleman on the panel.
Go ahead, sir.
If you threw a rap show right now, could you fill up 300 people?
Quite possibly. I know a lot of motherfuckers.
Possibly.
You asked me a question, bro. I'm not discrediting you. Don't discredit me. Listen, let's be real. Don't discredit me if I'm not discrediting you. Because the fact of the matter is, I don't know who you are. I've never heard of you, but you don't know who I am. I'm sitting next to a legend.
That's not what I'm asking,
legend, sir. I'm sitting next to a legend.
What I'm asking you is,
okay, so when you ask me a question, respect my answer. My answer says probably so. As a matter of fact, I'm putting on a show on the 28th. So
okay, but have you ever done that?
And I'm going to tell you like you are trying to say to me, sir. Can you feel Madison Square Garden? Can you feel Madison Square Garden?
Right?
Can you feel Madison Square Garden?
Can I feel Madison Square Garden?
Can you feel Madison Square Garden?
Yeah, I can feel Madison Square Garden.
Can you feel Madison Square Garden?
If I had an artist,
he said yes. He said,
oh,
yes,
you can?
He said he can do it.
Yeah, what you mean? Like,
what the fuck
as a promoter,
you're supposed to be somewhere in Vegas.
Right, you leaving a lot of money on the table.
You are wasting time.
Let me answer the question. Let me answer the question. You said, could I feel Madison Square Garden? As a promoter, I feel like if I was given the opportunity, if I had the capital to get an artist that could fill Madison Square Garden, why couldn't I?
But I can't do 300.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
get the fuck out of here.
Trying to compare the two, this is just a bad comparison.
No,
that's all I'm saying.
No, it's not. It's a perfect comparison. The fact of the matter is because you have no understanding, sir.
Wait, let me explain to you.
You have because the promotion, because you're running circles. You're like
the promotion is about the
saying the same shit over and over and over again. That makes absolutely no sense.
It's about the artist, though. The promotion is about the artist.
Do you know what this is?
So it's about how many people want to see the artist.
Do you know what this is? Do you know what this is?
Is that
artist?
Do you know what it is?
It's about the artist.
Do you know what this is? Answer me this. Do you know what this is?
No, what is it? What is that?
What is it?
Go sit down.
Machine?
Yes, machine. You don't know the difference between a machine and an MPC, bro.
That doesn't even have anything to do with what we're talking about. Get your ass out of here with that shit.
What the like, boy?
Like,
no, but I'm saying you said you were a creator.
I think
it's the promotion about the artist or not.
Okay,
is the promotion about the artist or not? Has anyone answered that question?
Promotion is about the artist. It's about the demand for the artist. So, like how are we trying to compare that to an artist? That makes no sense.
The example was you're saying if somebody hasn't reached a certain level, they should sit down if they haven't done it by a certain time. And we're saying as well, if you haven't reached a certain pinnacle in what you're doing, then maybe you should sit down. That's what that whole thing is all about.
Hold on 1 second. 1 second. One mic on me. One mic on me.
Ladies and gentlemen, we only thought it was right that we came in. It's only right that we do this. Hip hop tonight. The real hip hop. My man X-Ray, Brother L, 13. Real nasty on this real nice track. The real nice, for real nice. Back in the back with this. Check it out. I take precautions with the words that I use. Just by the cipher with the birds I view. The mic sniper gets you hyper like a piper with the lighter, no rock. Pulling all nighter for the sake of hip hop. I use adverbs like whack and dope still. I'm packing most skills. A Joe with no jack. My homes that go ill. I'm so real like 4 wheels with 2 3s on them. Like a false flagger with 2 G's on them. I ease up on them. Windy City breeze up on them. Nigga, I'm so cold. I sneeze up on them. Lock and freeze up on them. Lundy up they tease up on them and dump them in something. This ain't Kool-Aid in my veins. This is nitrogen pumping. 365 zip flips and thighs with bubbly eyes. Ain't no surprise. I'm Midwest, rebel and shy. I've been deaf. I went west and came back swinging. Got with X-Ray to bless me. and that's lit. It ain't nothing I won't do for me and mine. Liquor shot if I want to for me and mine. Ain't no need I won't go through for me and mine. Then I'm over your crew for me and mine. I'm a queen with the crown of a king. You're just a jester. I'm seated at the tables and able to bring the pressure. I eat beats like raw meat, Hannibal Lecter. Exact with that verbal contact, not beat the lecture. 6 scientists and 7 chemists with only minutes. Renegade for on Mother Nature. Look what they got in the finish. A powerhouse built like a brick house. I'm sick with a sick mouth. North Sider on fire, burning shit out. Let me show you something. I keep they shoulders jumping. They body aching, body shaking like they smoking something. Soldier universal. The stage is my rehearsal ground. Check out how this earth gets down. Meanwhile, back at the ranch when my B-girl stands. A golden girl, but I'm sexy like Blanche. You a sandwich, I'm a warm man with. Ange commands this. Get you open like the nose on the 2 It ain't nothing I won't do for me and mine. Liquor shot if I want to for me and mine. Ain't no need I won't go through for me and mine. Then I'm over your crew for me and mine. I'm only 13. Play the games, them slangable things, and pink sneaks for turning beast into Katie Lane. Experts tracks like a train on some wild style shit. Fuck them, they air up on some mile high shit. Shoot a flare up on the powwow, hit targets, then spark it. The battle couldn't see me with night vision goggles. Yeah, buddy, they love me. You can't take a breather. I resurrect them every year about the time around Easter. Better believe not old enough to beat your grandmama's keeper, but young enough to catch a matinee double feature on Saturday. So put your gat away, bullet busters the that away. These rhyme splitters here, aiming straight for your ear. With navigational headgear penetrating your dome. Homes like Negro spirituals, pointed toward home. You didn't come alone, Holmes. Man, you came with a squad, and the goddess came with gods, and we ready to squad. And I won't do for me and mine. Liquor shot if I want to for me and mine. Ain't no need I won't go through for me and mine. Then I'm over your crew for me and mine. What you gonna do?
Word. All right, so it's 8:34. I know we've been on here for a minute, about an hour and a half. I want to thank all of y'all for coming through. But I want to have this last question come out to you guys. And I want to start with Ange. First off, Ange, can you come off the mic and let the people know what we just heard?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
That was me and mine. Me and X-Ray, actually, from the West Side, did that song back in 2004, 2005.
Wow.
Timeless music.
Timeless. So with that said, and again, this is for the whole room, but I want to start with Ange. How does the hip hop community benefit when artists of all?
I just want to say, well, I'm sorry, that was dope though. But go.
Yeah, definitely, 100%. I look, it ain't nothing but dopeness in here on all levels right now. So I'm happy with this panel. So with that said, again, how does the hip hop community benefit when artists of all ages contribute to the culture?
I think they benefit because everybody's path ain't the same path, but a lot of our experiences are the same experiences. As we get older, there is things that 32-year-old Ange knows that 11-year-old Ange had no idea about. There are things that 5-year-old Ange went through that 51-year-old Ange now understands why it went down. We all have the ability to tell what happened. If you don't tell the story, somebody gonna tell it, and it's not gonna be the way you told it. It's not gonna be the way it really happened. It's gonna be the way they interpret it. You have a story, you have a voice. You have to be able in every stage of your life to elevate, to get to where you don't have to say, think, do, or feel anything any longer. And we all help each other when we do that. You can't silence people in their journey. You can't. You got to listen to what the hell they went through, because more than likely you're going to go through the exact same thing. You're going to need to find your way out. You're going to need to know what it looks like when you're going through it. We got to be able to listen to each other's journey in order to make our own journey complete. So yes, every motherfucking MC should learn off every motherfucking MC. every age. If you come in one particular way and you stay that way, you're not needed. We need to elevate because everybody is stepping on each other to elevate. So it's not going to happen with just the younger generation. It's not. They ain't experienced nothing yet. They trying to kick it, and I understand it. They trying to have a good time. They ain't got to really worry about nothing. We were those same cats, but now we ain't them cats no more. And we have stories to tell what happened from the time that we wasn't kicking it no more to now. That don't stop. That don't stop in hip hop. Hip hop is supposed to be about rapping about what your life is about, what you see in the streets, what's happening in society. You're supposed to be reporting about what's happening.
Right.
At every stage, at every age, no matter where you're standing. So, Terry, I'm sorry if what I'm saying is not in agreement with what you think, but it's the truth, man. And I'm telling you as a person that's living it. I'm telling you as someone who's living it.
Thanks for that, Ange. So let me hold on 1 second before you respond, Terry. So, because I want to continue along this line of how all of us benefit from everyone's voice being heard. So, Vice, I'm gonna come back to you. So, how does the hip hop community benefit when artists of all ages contribute to the culture?
Man, I see my brother, I Am God. Big ups to my bro down here. He said something deep. He said right here, it benefits tremendously because you have multiple perspectives and experiences from different generations. And that's valuable. You know what I'm saying? Plain and simple as like, it's just a valuable thing, man. When you have everybody contributing and it's good, you know what I'm saying? I believe that it's a positive, great thing for the culture, you know?
How about you, Sai? What would you say to that?
It's pretty much what I Am God said. Like our ancestors, they had Negro spirituals, they had tales of what they gone through slavery, through whatever era that they grew up in. And how can you peel layers away purposely because you don't want to hear them no more? That don't make sense. We all got something to say. And again, like I said earlier, as long as you are still going out and having new experiences, you're learning more, you still got something to talk about. So how is that being muted? And then one thing that's real frustrating about Terry's perspective, he mentioned two things, but he intertwined two things that didn't really go together. If you're not rapping as good as Black Thought, you should quit. Most people can't rap as good as Black Thought. Most people can't rap as good as Thought.
So then they should stop. So then you should stop.
Why?
We don't need niggas that rap worse than Black Thought.
That doesn't make
50 years. We need niggas that rap better than Black Thought.
That doesn't make sense when that doesn't make sense when most people don't rap better than Black Thought. So you just want everybody to quit.
Most people don't need to rap.
Everybody can ball.
I'm not those people.
Still had to play.
You know what's wrong. You know what's wrong with you and Reese's message.
I'm not speaking to you directly. I'm just saying
but you know
most
what?
people don't need to rap then.
But you know what? I'm gonna call you and Reese out right now while y'all are right here. The problem with y'all message is really aggressive, and you're saying it in the company of people that don't need to hear it. I'm cold as fuck. You can't say that in my presence because it sounds like you're speaking. Cold. But it sounds like you're speaking to me.
That's not the point that we making though.
But you know what? Artists are.
It sound like what old black folks say, hit dog holler. Because
I get that.
Nobody's talking to you, bro.
I get that all the time. Hit dog holler.
Nobody's singling you out. Nobody's singling you out.
I never said that. I never said that. But
I'm saying, do you know how many rappers it is that are over 40 that are still rapping that have nothing going on?
But see, but again, my message to you and Reese, while y'all are here, you speak very aggressively with this message you put out in the company of people that don't need to hear it. When you saying that, you straddling the fence. Either I need to hear it or it's not for me. I want you to be straight up.
You don't need to hear it
because
when this opinion.
Because you need to understand that when you said it, it was in response to something that I had said. So that sounds like it's
I didn't
to
say
me.
it. I didn't say it though.
So let's.
Said it.
You literally said it. You literally said, if I'm not rapping as good as Black Thought, you should quit. And it was in response to something that I had said previous to that.
Yes, I do believe that. I do believe that.
So I'm a hit dog, and I'm gonna take that hit and I'm gonna bring it back to you, and I'm gonna say that you and Reese's message is in a room with people that don't belong in. Because
no, it does though.
It doesn't, because realistically, not many people rap better than Black Thought. And that's not to say that I'm on the mic and I'm not trying my best. You're mixing up two things, because you said, if you're not trying to be the best at this, why are you doing it? Who said I wasn't?
Yes.
Who said I wasn't? But then at the same time, it's not a lot of people that's going to be better than Black Thought.
Better than Black Thought?
What's that?
I think are you frozen?
Are you better than Black Thought?
Absolutely not. But that absolutely not. But that don't mean I'm not trying to, and that don't mean that I don't give my all though.
So let's take this.
That's not my point. The point I'm making is, let me just say one sentence. I just want to say the point that I'm making is, if you're not rapping, if you're rapping at 43, and I'm not singling any.
You got to use a different age.
Rapping and you're over 40. If you rapping and you over 40, and you not as good as or better than Black Thought, you should stop.
That's ridiculous.
So hey, wait,
hold
on. One mic on me. So Terry's not budging. So let's continue this. This question. How does the hip hop community benefit when artists of all ages contribute to the culture? So that's all you, Scott.
Okay, yeah, he's clearly not budging, and I respect his opinion. So, but here's my thing, and I want you to listen really carefully, Terry. Hip hop is a culture, okay? It's a culture. Before hip hop started as a culture, when we got off into this, who's a star and how many records being sold, that's when hip hop just, it went to the, it shot through the roof, and it became all about money, because it used to be about showing and proving your skill. That's what hip hop, that's what the culture was about, from breakdancing to graffiti to really starting with DJing. But DJing, breakdance to graffiti, then rapping. Rapping really is the last shit in the whole culture, honestly. So, I mean, here's the thing. It's like, you're speaking from a perspective, you're talking like an executive who the bottom line is money. You got to be the best, and all we looking at is the numbers. I get it. I respect it. That's business. But when you're talking, these people in this room right here, we are the culture. I've been doing this shit since I can remember talking. I've been making beats all in whatever I can find in my room when I was a kid, with my mouth, beatboxing, rapping, going. I found out I can do this shit when I was 14, beating on the lunch tables, and I battled somebody. And I killed them. Harlan High School, I'll never forget. So it's like, this is when it's in you, you're not concerned about who love it, how many am I a star? Fuck all that shit. Right. I'm ingrained in the culture. You understand what I'm saying? I am the culture. I am hip hop. All these niggas in here, we hip hop. We don't give a fuck about what you're talking about. Are we better than Black Thought? Because I'm gonna tell you something right now. When I'm on the microphone, I don't give a fuck about LL Cool J, Black Thought. I'm that nigga. You understand me? I'm the best right now on the mic. When I get off the mic, I'm not gonna ever say I'm better, because it's too many great MCs out here. But yeah, I'm gonna show my bravado when I get on that mic. When I write my rhyme, I'm the best nigga in the world from Chicago, Wild Hunnets. I'm gonna let you know what time it is.
Wow. So I want to get that same question to the brother at the table. What's your name again, brother? I'm sorry, I couldn't remember your name.
Heat detector.
E detector.
Heat.
Detector.
Like
so
it's
heat
hot.
detector. Heat. Word up. Heat detector. So how does the hip hop community benefit when artists of all ages contribute to the culture?
I think the community benefits, like, I don't even know the word to use. I mean, tremendously. I mean, we need Terry. I love this guy. He's fucking hilarious.
We need Terry. We need Reese.
Yeah, we need Reese and we need a Terry. Yeah, we need them. We need them to remind us. Don't kiss your don't. You're going too fast, bro. Hold on. We need motherfuckers like them to remind us why we do it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's motherfuckers like them that don't understand the game. Just like my man just said right here. When he's on the stage, can't nobody tell him shit. You know what I'm saying? And he represents where he's from. By the way, shout out to Mr. Misfits, my guy. You know what I'm saying? He said he's 45 and he kicking ass. Yeah, bitch. That's a real MC right there. And the boy cold as hell. That's my guy. But I said all of that.
That's the attitude I like.
Excuse me, sir. You've had like multiple times to talk. For real. I have a friend right now in Atlanta named J. Scott the Illis, right? He had always wanted to be an MC. He was a dancer and everything back in the day. His wife just recently,
I was gonna say that's a terrible name, though.
Excuse me, dude. Ahead. I'm talking, bro. I'm respectful to you while
you're
sitting there.
This is scary, bro. Just go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah. So my man's he's married now. He moved to Atlanta. He's 50-something years old, right? His wife got tired of him talking about how he wanted to be a rapper. He told him, shut the fuck up and do it. My man's did it. And in Atlanta right now and in the South right now, he is killing the fucking game. He's killing the game. So age has nothing to do with it. Age has nothing to do with it. A lot of motherfuckers don't make it because they don't have the work ethic. They don't have what it takes. They don't have their business in order.
And it sounds like names ain't got nothing to do with it either. Because if you say he killed it, you said this name sounds terrible. And who cares? He's making it happen.
And let's just be clear. Like, a lot of times motherfuckers don't make it because they didn't have their business in order. I was one of those who, I made it. I got signed multiple times. Plus, I had a drinking problem. So that fucked me up. But I got songs stolen from me that and that you listen to that belong to me, sir.
No, you don't.
Yeah, the fuck I don't. But I don't need you to believe me. I really don't.
I mean, what's with the mystery? What songs are these?
One of them is Wicked by Ice Cube.
You wrote that for Ice Cube?
I made that beat. That concept of that song, everything was mine.
You wrote the song for Ice Cube?
That's a fact, dude. That's a fact. I don't have to write it for Ice Cube. It was stolen from me because my business wasn't in order.
I'm like, nah, what I was about to say is
I'm in the process of being in litigation for it. No, I don't need to whoa for you.
Let me just say something.
Listen,
let me just say something.
I don't need to prove a point to you, dude. I don't need to.
I don't want you to prove a point.
Answer the question. I'm trying to answer the question that my man
said.
But how do we benefit? How do we benefit? You know how I benefit and how it benefits others? I have a lot of young MCs that come to my crib and come to my studio, and I talk to them and I help them to understand the business of music. I help them to understand what it is to be an MC. I help them to understand what it is to write songs. I help them to understand to be a better person while they're doing it, and also to be the coldest motherfucker they could possibly be. Period.
And if you didn't exist, and they wouldn't have that outlet to do that. That's how you keep the culture going. You give them something to come to practice. And if
that's called pivoting,
because he stopped at 25 being a rapper, then there's nothing for the people behind him.
That's called pivoting. What I wanted to say to you, brother, is
I got other people record deals that got platinum records, brother, that I am very, very close with and very good friends with her.
If you did Wicked for Ice Cube, thank you, because that was my shit. I fucked with that. So
you're welcome.
That was dope. Thank you. Like,
so
that's what I'm talking about.
Terry, do you feel like the culture would benefit with people of all ages being actively involved?
Yes, I feel like that. Yes, but that's not the point. I think y'all are missing the point
that's just the question for right now. That's just the question.
I mean, yes, I think it benefits. Yeah.
How about you, Reese? What would you say? Reese over there, you're on mute, bro. He came on the screen rolling up, then pressed the mute button, just turned his light on. And what's the? Hey, it's all good. It's all good. Well, check this out. First off, I want you there, Reese? I want you guys to just take a moment and say some final words. I know we've been on here, man, almost 2 hours, yo. We barely scratched the surface, but I appreciate you guys. So, Vice, if you could start the round table and just share your socials and where people can find you. And thank you so much for coming on.
Man, appreciate it. You can find me at Instagram at Vice Versa Dig, Twitter at Vice Versa. Brand new album out on all streaming platforms, Lifelines. You can grab that up, and I appreciate this, man, because we need conversations like this.
For sure.
Terry and Reese are hilarious.
They're the best. They are the best. I love them. So go sorry, you can do the same.
They're hilarious too.
Go ahead, Simon.
You say final thought?
Yeah. And share your socials and where people can find you.
Okay, I'm gonna keep the social real simple. You can go to IG, and this is all one word: Boombox Bully. Boombox Bully, and you'll get the information for other things from there. Final thought is, I think we forget really quickly that there are many different styles of hip hop concurrent. So to say you've heard this before, it might not be the lane that you want to drive in, and that's okay. Somebody else does though. And I get confirmation from that all the time. The other thing is, again, I'm going to drive the point. Hip hop is a culture that we are growing old with the people who created it. There are no rules. There are no concrete rules because we're making them as we go. So again, if you're not nice on the mic, if you're still trying to go to, open mics to be recognized and you're 45 years old, then yeah, you might need to divert and go somewhere else with it. But telling somebody that's good at their art to stop making art is ridiculous. It's flat out ridiculous.
Salute to that.
Word, Scott. What if you could share your socials, final thoughts?
Yeah, real quick. Socials. I'm at Scotland Music, one word, at IG. I'm on Facebook, on YouTube, all the streaming platforms, Apple Music, Spotify, all of that. And then final word is just, shout out to Reese and Terry, man. It's still all love. So it's all good. I respect the opinions. But it's like, like I stated before, we are hip hop. It's bigger than us being better than your favorite rapper or the most famous rappers. This is what we love to do. And it's like this is what we love to do. So it's
like y'all,
Terry's hilarious.
You trying to do this kumbaya shit.
You gonna get your work. You gonna get the last.
Terry's hilarious.
Right. He can't even let. But
I'm sorry.
Here's the thing, though, Terry. All the shit you saying, it ain't gonna ever stop me, and you ain't gotta listen to one of my songs. But just guarantee you can't never say I ain't dope. And I'll put myself up against any of your favorite rappers and producers too.
That's what I want.
I'll put myself up to any of them. So because this is hip hop at the end of the day, this is hip hop.
We can hear you.
Okay, this is hip hop.
Y'all can finally hear me.
Yes,
finally.
I'm
we
sorry,
doing final
y'all.
thoughts now. It's on Ange.
So go ahead, Ange. I can't.
And thank you for allowing me to be a part of this discussion. I really do appreciate it. And I will make myself available for more discussions on these such topics at any given point. If you will allow me to speak, I absolutely will. And I would say not necessarily Reese, but Terry. I'm glad you're here because you're needed in this world. Something that you're going to say is going to activate somebody, and we're going to get the greatness out of somebody. So you're absolutely needed. You can catch me on the internet anywhere by putting in Ange 13 Chicago. ANG13CHICAGO, and that's on all platforms. And don't, Terry, stand on what you believe. Your opinion is very valid. It really is. And it is very effective. So please keep doing what you're doing. I think you're going to spark the right firecracker. I do.
Word. It's on you now, bro. It's on you now, bro.
It's on me.
Yep. No, not you, Terry.
Oh, it's on me.
Chris.
Y'all ain't give me.
Okay, go
I
ahead, yeah.
thought that I was speaking and my shit wasn't working. I really apologize, guys. I'm the reason a lot of this sparked or whatever, but it was after different discussions that me and Terry have, and the base of it comes from love, because we want all of you motherfuckers to be the motherfuckers so we can motherfucking talk even more shit that make us look cooler. Like it there's a place for everything, and when we use pivot, it's not in a space of all negativity. Like you, my man, I think my man Jay, or I pardon me if I get it fucked up, brother. I've been doing what I've been doing, but you teaching motherfuckers the business of the game, and might on the side teach them how to make a beat or something like that. All of that shit is like, so motherfuckers get back and shit. We're coming from a space of one more to be given back to the hop, and also it's just like, man, if you ain't like, but standing on the shit, it ain't like we don't think motherfuckers cold. The reason that we know motherfuckers are even in this space, because we know y'all cold at the base of rapping, but it's like, what y'all gonna do with that? Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, you've done a lot of things with it. Okay, now we here the now with it. So it's just like, it ain't never a lot what people really think it is. It's just like, and then it's only two people's opinion about whatever, but we at least an associate or cool enough to be in the space where we on this motherfucker talking about it. So we ain't just some motherfuckers. So it's just like, man, like it's all love to everybody and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's always been. Like, I don't know no niggas that rap that can't rap, that ain't cold at rapping. So that was never the thing. It's like, can you make a raw song? Can you be cold at rapping in the space that you trying to be cold at rapping? Everybody ain't got to be a superstar and have 17 million fans and shit. Motherfuckers ain't talking about that. Like you said, the 300 show, or 150, whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? For the dub piece, motherfuckers came out, they wanted to fuck with you, and more than half of them wasn't local rappers that got in for free. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about some real shit. I ain't talking about the half of the fans being your homies, family and friends, and other rappers. Like, some motherfuckers that, like, come on, man. I know raw producers, raw rappers and shit. Like, let's get this shit to video game soundtracks and all this shit. It's like a whole bunch of pivoting. Like, so what y'all, so still like putting out the music, like your shit won't be able to get on the video game if you don't put it out. So like I feel that, like, so I take that blow, but it's just like, man, I just be wanting motherfucking shit to be raw. That's where I'm coming from. I ain't coming from no old, I ain't hip hop and like, I get all that. I feel how y'all feel on that end. I just don't feel like I'm not one of them niggas. I don't feel like that. Like maybe I love hip hop another type of way. And my shit ain't all about financial or nothing like that. It's just a whole bunch of other shit, but it's really based on the shit being raw, man. And even raw in the space of what you trying to be raw at. I want you to be, if you a Larry June ass nigga, you know what I'm saying? You be raw than Larry June. That nigga ain't that raw. You can be raw to him.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. That nigga like 75 himself. But motherfuckers ain't raw than Larry June. Like, why? Like I don't even like that nigga at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to prove a point. It's niggas that can rap lesser than y'all, that been rapping a lesser time than y'all, that it's just like, motherfuckers are raw producers, raw videographers, raw motherfucking shit that know about the shit that ain't. I don't rap. I don't make no beats. I did a whole bunch of shit. I ain't gonna go down my shit, but it's just like, I still want to contribute into the shit because I love it. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't never no diss. It's just like, man, I want you to be raw as hell because I know you, nigga.
Hey, Reese, share your
said, I want to contribute because I love it.
Hey, share
that
your
was a mouthful right there.
That implies niggas ain't raw though, and that's what I got a problem with.
I ain't saying that, motherfuckers. See, that's the thing, bro. I ain't saying I want motherfuckers to be raw, so motherfuckers listen to this. I want motherfuckers to fake put me on to you, and I'm like, nigga, I know that nigga.
Let's do it. Hey, share your social. Where can they find you, Reese?
Man, I'm Reese Rolex on Twitter
right now.
I'm Laurice Trotter on motherfucking Facebook. I'm the Urban Craftsman on Instagram. If y'all want to know something about some beers, what's the best beers to drink, where you can get some beers. I work in craft beer too. Like I didn't pivot in on a whole bunch of shit, but I still contribute in the hop because I love it. This ain't no motherfucking like. Come on, y'all.
Word, Terry, it's on you.
Final thoughts.
Words, socials, all
that. Hip hop is a culture. This is what y'all said. So I'm gonna go with it. Hip hop is a culture, right?
What can we find?
So it's got rules. And we know the rules. And being raw is the rule. So all of that other shit that niggas is talking about, I know this getting under your skin. Hey man, listen, man.
It's too passive aggressive. It's too passive aggressive for my blood. If niggas raw or is they not raw?
Hold on, one mic.
Is the message for me or is it not for me? What we doing?
No. Let him have his last thought.
Too much emotion, man.
What I'm saying is,
I like people to be real with what they saying. You talking to us or you not talking to us?
Let my man finish.
These his last thoughts. Let him finish up.
Let me finish. You kind of threw me off, but the point I'm trying to make, there are rules. You have to be raw, right? And I feel like y'all are trying to make excuses for niggas not to be raw. Like, oh, well, it's a passion and art, and you shouldn't stop somebody. Yes, you should. Yes, you should. Yes, you should. Like if that shit ain't premium, get the fuck out of here. Goodbye. I got my head is filled with hip hop, right? So I can only eat the good shit. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go to the Whole Foods supermarket of hip hop or whatever y'all consider premium shit. That's where I gotta go to get mine.
You saying that like niggas on this panel ain't premium though.
Hold on, son. He all good.
No, I'm not speaking to anybody on this panel directly. What I'm saying is this is how I judge music. So if you're my homie, I don't give a fuck. You think I'm gonna like your shit more because you my guy? Like, no, I'm gonna judge you the same way I just judge Rakim as. He need to stop. I'm gonna judge you. I'm gonna judge you as a hip hop fan. Like all of this shit that Rakim did in the day was cold, but like this new shit is tough. But because he Rakim, I can't say that? No fucking way. I love this shit too much to let any nigga fuck it up. I'm not gonna let y'all fuck it up. I'm not gonna let Rakim fuck it up.
We ain't any nigga.
like the thing with y'all. Now I'm speaking to y'all rappers, and I don't know this.
Are you speaking to y'all rappers in this panel, or you speaking to all y'all rappers?
He just froze up.
That premium,
right? I need to know. I need to know.
We don't need to know that.
We left the suspense now.
Now this is directed specifically to y'all. Wait, listen. I don't even think that you guys are real fans of hip hop because y'all really only listen to y'all shit. Oh, y'all don't like nothing else.
How'd you get that from two?
That's false.
How'd you get that from a 2-hour show?
Right, that's false. I don't know where you got that from. I never told you I listened to
Terry.
I never told you that. I don't know where you get that from.
Hey Terry, wrap it up.
Who told you that?
Wrap it up.
Where I got it from. I tell you
wrap it up, D.
I'm done. I'm just saying I know a lot of rappers, and so y'all not gonna tell me different. Y'all only listen to y'all shit. Stop it.
Hey, where can people
y'all
find
hate
you?
Everything. When Kendrick
hate everything.
When Kendrick Lamar come out, y'all mad as hell, man. Fuck that bullshit. Y'all posting y'all shit on. Yeah, it's when y'all done getting off niggas nuts. Listen to my shit. Nigga, like what? What are y'all talking about?
I have never done that. So I don't know who you talking about. I've never done that. I ain't never done that.
Right. Because y'all know
what Mike. I'm saying. Hey, Terry, where can people find you?
It's truth in what I'm saying.
Share your socials, brother.
Niggas not fans no more. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of hip hop.
Absolutely
Niggas
a
not
fan.
fans no more.
Absolutely.
Terry's conversation is in the wrong room.
Hey, where can they find you?
In the wrong room.
Share your socials.
Terry not on social.
The whole gun on Twitter. That's THEHOGUN. Yeah, I had a pistol back in the day. I was blazing bitches, but you know what I'm saying?
I bet
those
you
days
was.
are far behind
I
me.
bet you was.
You know. But and then the whole gun assassin on Twitter. You know, like the Shogun assassin, but
on IG.
But
all right. Well,
on IG.
I'm gonna look for Hogun.
Hogun. And me and you smoked in the hip hop museum. Brian is my guy.
I'm sorry.
I don't know why you acting like you don't know who I am.
I'm sorry. Well, let me tell you why I'm acting like I don't know who you are. Out of sight, out of mind. Were we kicking it before we smoked in the museum? Like at any point?
I mean,
you ain't gotta think about it. The answer to that is no. You don't have to think about it. The answer to that is no.
Every time.
So please understand that because I see so many people a day that if you're not somebody that I really recognize, I don't want you to take offense to it.
I don't take any offense to it, but I'm just saying, I know you.
No, you don't.
I know you, Cole.
No, you don't.
Y'all treat me like I'm a herb or something. Like I don't know nothing.
You are.
I know who y'all are.
In this particular instance, the king of all herbs.
Hey, this is Dave. Listen.
Hold on, one mic on me. One mic on me.
You got to be the king of herbs and all that shit. You know,
Terry. This has been Terry.
One mic on me. So, first off, again, I want to say thank you to every single one of you. I know you had other things you could have been doing, and you came here to do this. This conversation is not over. We will continue to have this. I would hope that everybody who joined us via Facebook, YouTube, and X, I hope you guys had an enjoyable conversation. Look, bottom line, this here is a culture. All of our voices are valuable. That's why we're all here.
Yes.
Ultimately, what I would want to share with you is that if you have a dream, if there's a goal, as we're heading into 2025 and we get to reset ourselves right now, if you have this goal and if you have this dream, if it's making music, if it's creating art, if it's creating a brewery, please make sure that you continue to push for that. And please make sure you go ahead and reach that goal. So again, thank you so much for joining us here on Culture in the Crosshairs. This is your man Precise. And as I always say, stay focused, positive, and productive. Peace.
Peace. Hey, this was fun as fuck.
hey, they tripping, Joe.
Hey, I'm keeping the buck though, because hey, Reese, you still on here?
Yeah, can you hear me, Joe?
Hey, look. Now when I saw Terry's face, I remember him.
Yeah, Joe.
I remember Terry's face. Moses is my boy Mose, and Terry was gonna box back in the day because Terry,
guys, Joe.
Yeah, because Terry had said something about his music back in the day. I remember him, man. I remember him.
Man. Yo,
This
man,
was great,
I love
man.
y'all brothers, man. Good talking to y'all brothers.
Sure, man. I'm finna go get me some Harold's chicken. I'm hollering at y'all.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
I think that you made some real valid points. And hopefully some of those hit.
Terry was tripping, bro.
Terry was
Terry tripping.
Terry was a plant in this whole situation.